how do you envision Pitt pulling off a 3-touchdown upset? What would the game look like to you?
I think the game would look like Pitt's best player is Quadri Henderson. He's probably going to have a special teams touchdown in a Pitt victory. Also, Pitt's going to really have to unleash the offense. They don't have an explosive running back like James Conner. Kaji Olison, Darren Hall, solid running backs. You know what kind of production you're going to get from them, but they're not the type of guys that are game breakers. The game breakers for Pitt are Jester Weah, their wide receiver, and Quadri Henderson, their do-everything kind of guy. So I'm looking, if Pitt's going to win, Quadri Henderson's going to have to have a special teams touchdown, a receiving touchdown, a touchdown on a reverse. I mean, he's going to have a special game. And like I said, they really have to come up with some turnovers. It's going to be hard to do without their best defensive player, Jordan Whitehead, who's suspended the next 2 weeks. Pitt's very young defensively. They have a lot of playmakers, but they're young. Narduzzi's recruited well, but this is a hostile environment to go into. This is a really good team to go up against. I mean, everything in the world is pointing, Penn State is going to win this game. I'm not sure if they are actually going to win by the 22 touchdown spread. It's going to give them a shot, but I don't feel great about a Pitt win coming up here.
If anybody that's out there that's a stats geek, check out Quadri Henderson, as Jim mentions there. He carries the ball out of the backfield on the jet sweeps and so forth as much as any wide receiver I know for a major program in the country. He typically gets 7 or 8 carries, runs for 70, 80 yards. I think he did that against Youngstown State, did that against Penn State last year. Justin Weah has some freakish stats as well. Doesn't catch a whole lot of passes, but it's usually like 3 receptions for about 95 yards as he catches for about 25, 26 yards per reception, and he did more of the same last week. So it's an interesting team there at Pitt. No Nathan Peterman, no James Conner, and Juan Price, and lost as well from last year's team that pulled off 2 of the bigger wins in the country in Clemson and Penn State. Jim Hammett from Cardiac Hill joins us on Mark Rogers TV from SB Nation to break down Pitt and Penn State. So, Jim, regardless, I hope you enjoy the game on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a special rivalry in Pennsylvania. Obviously last year was the first year it came back, and it means a lot to a lot of people. I live in a town about an hour and a half away from each school, so I have a lot of friends, a lot of family that are on both sides of the rivalry. I know a lot of people going up that are going to tailgate with Pitt and Penn State fans. It's passionate, but it's exciting, and it's going to be a good day in Pennsylvania. Hopefully Pitt can come to play.
Yeah, tomorrow I have on Kelly Rippon. She's actually an news anchor in Nashville, but she's from Pittsburgh, but went to Penn State. So she's a Steelers fan, but she is, of course, diehard Penn State. And I bring her on a couple times a year to talk up the Nittany Lions. And it's less football and it's more about, the feel of the game, the environment, and the pride of Penn State. And this is when we talked up considerably with both Jim and Kelly last year, and we'll do the same this year. All right, Jim, we appreciate the time.
All right, thank you, Mark.